630, and we're starting again. Here we are in St. Tite. It's Monday, March 11th. It's day 630, and in front of us is Dave. Dave, qui est il nom? Dave. Yeah, and he has organized a lot of very good activities here today, and we will find out more as we're going along. And merci, Dave, for everything. Okay.
Have a good day.
Okay.
After the lunch, we 1 p.m. we stay in the festival Western. This look like a Stampede category.
The Stampede?
Yeah.
Who has played in this? Who comes every year? Big event, right?
Yes.
What day? What day?
In this is September. It's 11, 12 September.
September.
Yes.
And who has been performing? What kind of stars?
Okay. We have the rider.
Rider?
Yes. A lot of cowboy.
Cowboy too?
Yes.
So it brings about how many people?
During the festival, we have 4,000.
100,000?
Uh,
100,000.
yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And,
Big time.
oh yes.
Hello, Dave. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Are we almost finished?
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful church. Are you gonna come?
No, I have another call to go.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Merci.
Ciao, merci beaucoup. Salut.
Fire department's here inside the building, so if a fire starts, they'll put it out.
Okay. Here. No, you take it.
Yes.
Bonjour. George Marcello. Kurt.
Oh, c'est tu fais ça? Ici, tout à fait.
Non. Il est soulevé. Ah. Il est interprété. C'est ça. Il y a le programme.
So, I take a phone to Marc Nobel.
hide it again, because we just need to get it on camera right now. Okay, he is over 500 mayors to receive torch.
Oh yes. C'est le 500e à recevoir ce flambeau-là.
Merci.
Very good. Merci.
Mission
To inspire the public,
afin d'inspirer le public,
the media,
les médias
and all three levels of government
et les 3 niveaux de gouvernement
about the importance of organ and tissue donations.
sur l'importance des dons d'organes et des tissus.
Sadly, Canada is lacking as having one of the most worst rates in the whole world.
Malheureusement, le Canada est situé au bas de l'échelle en ce qui concerne les dons d'organes et de tissus.
There are many people on our waiting list
Il y a tellement de gens sur notre liste d'attente
that are passing away because of this.
qui décèdent à cause de ça.
There is a lot of organs that could be available,
Il pourrait y avoir beaucoup d'organes disponibles
and we have the best medical facilities in the world,
et nous avons les meilleures facilités médicales au monde.
and yet we are still suffering.
Et malgré ça, on en souffre encore beaucoup.
Our campaign is to wake up the whole country about this.
Notre campagne publicitaire est afin de réveiller le pays
And to let everybody know that organ and tissue donation is extremely important.
et que le don d'organes et de tissus, il faut que le monde de la population sache qu'il y a une importance capitale.
The benefits of one decision can save up to 8 people's lives.
La décision d'une pourrait peut-être sauver la vie de 8 personnes.
The donor family gains comfort knowing that after losing a loved one,
Les familles qui perdent un être cher regagnent le confort.
their loved one is carrying on in others.
Les gens qu'ils ont aimés continuent la vie.
So we need to not only let the public know about this, but the 3 levels of government.
Non seulement il faut que le grand public soit au courant, mais aussi les 3 niveaux de gouvernement.
Because we need some adjustment to our system.
On a besoin d'ajustements dans ce système.
Right now, we have a poor system.
En ce moment, le système est assez pauvre.
We are relying on the family that just lost a loved one
On se fie aux familles qui viennent de perdre leur bien-aimé,
to make an important decision at the worst time possible.
de faire une décision, de prendre une décision difficile au plus mauvais moment de leur existence.
Many times, families cannot say yes
Plus souvent, les familles ne peuvent pas dire oui,
because they're caught up in a lot of grief.
parce qu'ils sont pris dans beaucoup de chagrin.
And afterwards, the family lives with a lot of regret and anger.
Et par après, les familles souvent vivent avec beaucoup de regrets et même de frustration.
We are encouraging the government to create a better system.
Nous encourageons le gouvernement d'organiser un meilleur système, de créer un nouveau système.
It's called precious consent.
Et ça s'appelle
Precious consent.
un consentement précieux.
Spain has been using this for 10 years.
L'Espagne a déjà depuis 10 ans fait ça.
They lead the world in organ donation.
Et c'est eux qui sont en chef de file avec les dons d'organes et de tissus.
We need to develop this system immediately.
Il faut absolument le plus tôt possible développer ces systèmes.
There are 4,000 people on the waiting list.
Le plus tôt possible développer ces systèmes.
There are 4,000 people on the waiting list,
Il y a 4000 personnes sur la liste d'attente,
including the little girl in Montreal that needs the thank you, Mayor.
Monsieur le maire, je veux vous remercier.
And I want to also especially thank Dave.
Et spécialement un grand merci à Dave.
Dave has helped organize 2 days of activities for me.
Dave a organisé deux journées d'activité pour moi.
I am very, very busy with his scheduling.
Je suis très occupé avec cette cédule qu'il m'a organisée.
Clarica has played a very important part for me while I have been in Quebec.
Clarica a joué un rôle très important durant que j'étais au Québec.
They are doing a lot of important work in the province of Quebec.
Ils font des travaux très importants dans la province de Québec.
We encourage groups like Clarica to continue on, and it's what keeps me moving on.
Bien sûr, nous encourageons Clarica de continuer à faire ce travail, c'est ce qui me fait continuer cette marche.
I want to thank my new translator.
It should be the other way around. I've never translated English to French.
Sylvain, tu veux un café, Miguel, ou l'autre?
If anyone would like to have something, okay.
We are in the home of Mark Morrell, who's presently helping us with some computer work right now. And we have run into a very interesting man. And you will see as I take you through a little tour of photographs here. And we'll probably get a little bit more off of Mark later, but I'm just going to go around getting some...
Let's try...
Okay, who do we got here? We got stars all over the place.
Ouais, elle est partie.
No, that's all that's
All
there.
right.
Okay. That's a photograph
Yeah, it's just a photo.
with the Pope.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's another cassette.
Moi, regarde, j'ai une question à te demander. Lui, je sais, il m'a demandé un matin, il a besoin de faire un changement de disque sur son Winnebago, puis via la transmission. Ça rentre pas chez vous, ça? Non, c'est ça ici qui va l'effrayer, parce que moi, ici, j'ai aucun virage que moi qui peut rentrer là. Parce que pour la couchette de demain soir, ça c'est beau, il couche shit pareil. Parce que lui qui revient ici, pour souper les gens à la fin, il recouche shit. Donc, grosso modo, qu'est-ce qu'il a besoin? C'est juste d'un dîner, puis ils sont deux.
No, that's
Bridge info package.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
C'est ça, au moins s'ils sont capables de payer son rent. C'est ça.
I believe it's all there.
That should be there. Just give it a moment to. There's nothing on.
Should be.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
You film everything everywhere you go?
Yeah, it's a documentary.
That's in your projects when everything's going to be...
Yeah, there's a professional film documentary. They come out every once in a while, so we're collecting footage in the meantime. What's
Okay.
your name, by the way?
Yeah, it's Veronica, Véronique Paquet.
Mm-hmm.
And Anne-Marie Lemire.
Oh, bonjour.
Bonjour. So here's the VIP that we call. It's where the good how
it's
can
good.
we say the companies and everybody that gives to the festival that can come here and watch to the rodeo. So you can just come here and look
Okay.
at it. Yeah, view
Whoa.
here outside, so people can that buy tickets are sitting all around, and right here it's most likely companies and people that's working for the festival that come and sit here. VIP, yeah. It's
And-
really VIP. It's like you. That's it.
So how
It's like, yeah.
what's your position here?
I'm working for the sell tickets. I'm
Sell
selling
tickets.
Well, actually, I have employees that working for me.
Okay.
I'm selling all the tickets.
So you organize the selling of the tickets?
Yes, exactly.
And seating and
Yeah.
where people sit?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, good.
On computers that is outside on the other side of the street. But that we won't see.
Okay.
So come on in.
Okay.
It's cold outside.
Yeah.
So that's the VIP.
Okay.
Okay. So people can just go down here or up here to
Or up
watch
here.
the rodeo.
Okay.
Let's just sit right here. We can sit.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk and watch TV.
Oh, okay, good.
So do you have a nice time? A nice time in St. Tite? As yet?
So far, yes.
Yeah?
Yes, we met almost everybody.
That's good.
Dave is introducing us to many people. So we're here for 2 days,
Okay.
and this is, you know, very normal for us in every community that we go to. We
You
visit
visit.
most of the community, you know, different.
So you will know all about Canada
Uh,
when you go back home?
Yeah. It's
All about small place in Canada?
we
Good experience.
500
500.
cities and towns so far.
That's good.
Yeah, so from St. John's to Victoria. Quebec is our last province.
And then go back home.
I think you're finishing your.
No, I'm
tour.
finishing in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, I started in Toronto, and then I went throughout Ontario, and then we started walking west to Victoria, so Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC. And then we went to Rome, Italy.
Okay.
The Pope invited me for audience, and yeah, it was very good. And then from Rome, we flew to St. John's, Newfoundland, and then we went through every province in the Maritime, and we entered, our first city in Quebec was Rivière-du-Loup, and we went through Baie-Comeau, Rimouski, Baie-Comeau, Jean-Pierre, Val-d'Or, Chibougamau, Rio,
So you're good, you remember
yeah,
everything.
Rio, Noranda, Alma, and then we started coming down. We got close to Montreal, Saint Charles,
Yeah.
and then we started heading east again to Trois-Rivières, and then we climbed up to the Tube. Now we're here, and we're continuing east to Quebec City,
Okay.
and south, Lévis,
Davy, yeah.
Montmagny, Thetford Mines, Granby, yeah, Sherbrooke, and then climb up to Saint-Hyacinthe, Montreal, Hull,
Montreal.
and then Hull,
Oh,
and then after, that's our last city.
okay.
In Quebec.
And then Ottawa.
Yeah.
And then
So 43 cities and towns in Quebec.
Oh, that's good.
Did you stay 2 days in each city?
No, usually it's 1 day, sometimes it's 2 days. You know, sometimes it's 4 days. Yeah, like tomorrow we're in Saint-Anne-de-la-Prairie.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's 4 days. Yeah, like tomorrow we're in Saint-Anne-de-la-Prairie,
Yeah.
but we're coming back here after.
And you two just doing all of that together? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, he was with me at the beginning, in the summer of 2000 when I started,
Mm-hmm.
and he came on. He wasn't married yet. He was with his fiance.
Okay.
Yeah, so they helped out for 3 months, and then they had to get married, right? So they had to leave. So they left in September 2000, and about 4 months ago, he phoned me and he said, my wife is getting sick of me. She wants me to come on. She wants me to come on the road. So
Get a break?
yeah.
Break, nice break.
So he's gonna stay with me till we finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you know about the festival or not?
A little
really?
bit,
Did you heard about it before?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Do you like horses?
So,
Well, we went through Alberta, you know, so we had a chance to
go to
Calgary.
the Stampede?
the
Calgary.
Stampede. Yeah, we didn't go to the Calgary Stampede. We weren't there at that time when it was taking place, but
Okay.
we had a tour there, and you know, most of the prairies are very western. You know, they
Western,
have,
yeah.
a lot of.
Well, it's like the Stampede, but it's a little bit smaller, okay, let's say. Here it's a town of 4,000 people, and during the festival there's 400,000 people that come in the town during 10.
400,000.
Yeah, during
International.
10 days.
Okay, so you're in tourism, right?
Yeah.
So this is quite the challenge to
Accommodate all
accommodate
those
that
people.
many people.
Yes.
Like, it becomes.
It is.
Didn't you see the picture in the town hall?
No.
All the motorhomes, all.
Yeah,
Oh.
all, well, you have one, I
You have
think I
the
have
picture?
it right here. Yes.
It's the
Okay,
first
that's
time I
right here.
came here without the festival, and it's a different scenery. Very
Oh,
different.
because you've seen it with the festival?
I always came, it's been many years I come to the
So
festival.
it's like
first
the night
time.
and day, like, because
Yes.
you can't, okay.
It is.
So it's like.
It's like, people just have their motorhome, come here to Saint-Tite,
Mhm.
and just, we can say that everybody have a place for everybody, okay?
You make
so-
sure that
yeah.
everybody has.
Actually, like, people have a home and say, well, we can have 4 motorhome on our backyard.
Uh-huh.
So 4 motorhome going in the backyard, and everybody, well, almost everybody's doing that.
Right.
So there is motorhome everywhere
Uh-huh.
in Saint-Tite.
So almost everybody in the community becomes a host.
Yes.
Like they become.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
participation of everybody, that's what makes it a success. Everybody participates, everybody
Yeah.
discards, decorates their homes and the costume themselves, and I think that's very fun.
You can rent a place, just like, let's say, buy someone house that say, I have a room that are, there's a place at my home, come, no problem. It's just like
So
that.
it's very hospitality.
Yeah,
very,
exactly.
um,
You can see people like on the street right here, down here. There's no place to walk really well.
This
You
is
can
the
walk,
main
but just,
street.
yeah,
Right,
a lot
Horses?
of people down.
Horses,
If I
a lot.
Horses,
Oh yeah, people come with their horses.
Just like that. This is the street right down here, and it's look
That's
like that
amazing.
when it's the festival.
Yeah.
It's quite big.
And,
There's a lot, there's not, well, actually, there's the rodeos,
Uh-huh.
but there's a lot of others activities,
Going
like
on.
country dancers, there's a wedding, Western wedding by the
Oh.
church.
uh
There's, actually, there's days, like, days for the old people, days for the women, and days, you have teams that going on every day, so. But the main activities it's the rodeos.
It's the
There's
rodeo.
Yeah, there's 9 rodeos here
Oh.
during 10 days. So
Okay.
there's almost 1 rodeo per
Okay.
day. But actually there's more in the weekend. So for example, on Saturdays there's 2 rodeos, on Sunday 2 rodeos.
Uh-huh.
One on Friday, one on week, and the other weekend. So it's really on weekend for the rodeos.
And the parade has a lot of people.
Yeah.
The first Sunday, 125,000 people come to that day.
Just that day.
Parade,
That,
yeah.
The parade.
wow.
That's the parade.
That's the
actually.
parade.
Yeah.
there. Okay. Now, when did this begin?
This year is on the 6th of September, and
6th?
yeah, until the 15th.
Till the 15th?
It's always the second weekend of September.
Mhm.
It's starting always on the second weekend of September.
So, how many years?
35th edition this year.
This is the 35th?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
35th
Wow.
edition. And it's going bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger. So
Well, right now, I don't think that 400,000 people will be like, it won't reach 500,000 people, okay? It's impossible right now.
You have to-
But just to keep the 400,000 people, it's some job. Yeah. It's a work just to keep them coming to Saint
So
Tite. And
you always had a spot for somebody though?
Yeah.
Like, there was never a reason that somebody could not come because there was no spot.
no, we find.
We always find.
Yeah, we try to find
But
it to do
people
our
can-
best.
Hotels are full from here. There, it goes to 12. Yeah, it goes to
It's all
everywhere.
booked.
People are-
It's all booked. So we try, if somebody, like, for example, is coming here on the first Saturday, they're coming to the office and say, I have no place to stay, okay? That's an example. What we do, we taking a list that people, we have a list of people in Saint Tite that can have people by the house, and then we call it. We have someone tonight. No? All right, thank you. And then we find a place for
So
those
who
people.
does that, tourist? Tourist committee?
No, there's
No,
no
there's not.
tourist committee, it's the secretary.
Secretary.
Yeah, that's doing that.
Now, is there a public relations team?
There's one person,
One person?
yes.
So they handle all the media
Yes, exactly.
and because it gets coverage.
Yeah.
A
A lot of coverage, yes.
Not only
Local, no, it's
local,
international.
national and
yeah.
international.
International.
Well, it's going
So-
to,
wow.
most likely, the West Canadian and the east of USA.
Mhm.
Let's say east, northeast.
Northeast.
But
Yeah.
there's some Texans and there's
Texans
some
that come out
California.
because they,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
it goes-
So, how did everybody feel last year when the 9/11 happened? That was very.
It was a hard day.
But they
That
had-
day was a hard day. Actually,
They had a lot of prayers for the
Yeah.
people before the roadies because there was a lot of Americans, a lot of visitors are Americans.
and what we did is that when we heard about it, we knew that cowboys and animals contractors that were here came from USA. So we just say, we put an office for them with a phone so they can call home. And then we call a company so they can bring satellite here so they can have the TV right from USA. And they install that. They just put that in the cowboy room down here so they can just go and watch TV as they want. So that's what we did for them. And actually, the cowboy was really satisfied with that. They said, just did
So-
something for them.
You were both here.
No, I was here.
You
I
were
was here as a visitor
Visitor.
many years now.
So how did that affect you
For me
that day? Do you
personally,
remember it?
well, I remember it, yeah, really well.
Who doesn't?
Yes, I remember it. Just so you come to the office and say, war in the United States.
Yeah.
It's just,
My
Very
dad's
well.
a trucker and
Yeah.
he was close to New York, so I remember that day.
Mm, wow, that was quite
So it was quite.
terrific.
And actually, for the festival, it was a good thing that happened that day because if it had happened like 1 week before,
Yeah, it would
like
have been
the
hard to
the
organize.
cowboy won't come
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
The animals contractor that come
Exactly,
from the USA won't be able to come because of that.
And especially, flights and
Yeah,
everything.
flights
It
and
was
Just to come with your car, it was hard at that time. So
But there was a special ambience last year.
because of
Because
that.
of the,
Yeah, it tended to bring people together.
a
more.
lot.
yes.
Yeah.
And this year, the 11th September, it's on Wednesday, I think. It's
Mhm.
on Wednesday of the festival, and they will do something.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as I heard the time that you were holding, that your event is held, and right away I said, that's, how,
Yeah.
it was right behind you. So,
It was, but we just ended it. Actually, it's
so
not,
how long have you been doing this then?
actually, it's been a year that I'm working.
A year?
Yeah.
So this must be an exciting job. before.
Yeah.
Not during this time, maybe.
No, but during the festival, it's
preparations
a
and
really
everything,
exciting job.
yeah.
You don't have any time for you.
No.
You have like 10 days, and it's 10 days since it. That's it. You don't think about anything
No,
else.
no, you have to.
You don't have a relation with your wife or anything like
No,
that.
no time.
You know, there's no time.
It's,
No time
yeah.
for couples.
Wow. Now, is there any other new things that have developed over the years? Like, okay, do you have performances by singers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul Brandt
Paul Brandt,
came
famous
2 years
comedian.
ago?
2 years ago.
2
Yeah.
years ago? Who, do you know who's going to be this year?
Yes, but I can't say.
Oh.
Okay.
'Cause
Yes,
you
but
have-
I can't say.
Is it-
It's
you
gonna
have to
come
be
to-
careful, 'cause when,
First step.
if it's not confirmed 100%.
Yeah, that's it, and we have like the conference
Yeah, I
on the 21st of June, and it's at
Okay, yeah.
that time
when
that
you confirm.
that all the people should know that. So
Yeah.
here at the office, we know. We can't say.
See, with me it's different, because I'm not really that. I'm not really responsible to, when I had a good feeling that I was going to meet the Pope, right? But I didn't have it confirmed. I just knew, I had this feeling that I knew. I was mentioning it, every press conference that I was going to meet the Pope. And then some people were saying, you shouldn't say something that
That
you
you
don't
don't
know.
sh-
I go, well, if I'm wrong, I'm the only guy who has to answer to it, but I just have a strong feeling I have to mention it,
Mhm.
So,
You're like me.
yeah, it's one, like, I might have had to pay for it if it didn't have, I would have had to, but, when you're orchestrating things where you're responsible, then you have to be careful
Yeah.
what to mention and what not to mention.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here at the festival, that's a good point.
Good point, yeah.
Yes,
I
good point.
know, because you have to follow the procedure and.
Yes,
and, everything has to be in a certain way.
yeah.
I was curious, how many years did you plan to do this
To do
tour?
this thing,
It's
well,
been a long time that you
it has been a long time, but it didn't just hatch up. It developed, it evolved, it started out with doing something right from overnight. One night I decided to put a knapsack on my back and just walk from Toronto to Ottawa, and that was 2 years after I received my transplant,
Okay.
because I was still witnessing too many people that were passing away,
Or they didn't have a donation.
Exactly. So, and then I kept hearing so many times that people were, there was available organs that weren't getting donated. You kept hearing that every day, because when there's a donation made, it usually gets broadcasted, so many times it wasn't, available organs weren't getting donated. So, I think I didn't know what I was going to accomplish with walking from Toronto to Ottawa, but I guess it was just my way of trying to express this.
Did you get influenced by Terry Fox?
In a way, because,
Something like that.
yeah, because I think, see, I guess how I can relate to Terry Fox is that you've got to be a little bit crazy. So I think Terry was crazy. Because to do something like this, you can't be sane. Because you have, there's just, the challenges are just, it keeps going on and on, like to try and accomplish something like this. So, but I related to the passion that he had about what he wanted to do, so that's how I related with, and I actually met with his brother many times before I did the,
Start.
yeah, and he was telling me stories about Terry and when they did, because he was with them while they were, like, he was like Kurt's job, he was the road manager. And so, he was with Terry and he was telling me, and every time at the end of it, he would always be crying, right? So it left a very powerful impression on me, And in a way, I thought that, well, maybe there might be a chance if Terry could get that kind of attention, and this area needed attention, the same kind of attention. Maybe we can get the same kind of attention by, So it just takes one crazy guy, right, to do something. And then you see, because that's the idea of the walk, is to get the attention.
Yeah,
And
just to the media, just that they talk about it.
Yeah, yeah, and when the attention is there, then it's possible to do more things.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're gonna inspire people, and you're gonna you're gonna help.
Open the eyes of the people about the problem, actually, because people doesn't know really about the problem.
Exactly, and it's the same thing with any other cause too, like when you're trying to get attention to whether it's AIDS, whether it's not to do drugs or anything that needs more attention, that needs more. So it was the same idea with this. So it took about a good 3-4 years, but it evolved from the Toronto-Ottawa walk first in '97, and then I did an Ontario walk in '99. I walked around the
Okay.
yeah. And then after I did the Ontario walk, from September '99, we planned the Canada walk, which was going to begin June 20th, 2000. So that
It's been since June 20th, 2000, you've been on the road?
I've been on the road, yeah. So
Did you went back home or not?
I
Not
went
at all?
back home because twice. When I visited the Pope, the flight just took me back to Toronto. So I was there for, and it's strange because I came back on the 10th of September because I visited the Pope on the 5th, and then they had other activities for me, and my flight took me back on the 10th. And then I did a show called Breakfast Television in Toronto, City TV, Much Music.
Okay.
And on that morning, on the 11th, I was at the TV station, and right after I finished, being interviewed, it happened, right after. That's why yeah, and it's left just like everybody, and it just, and so that was the one time, so I had a chance for a couple of days, and then
But you couldn't, oh no, you couldn't fly. Sorry, I said you couldn't fly, but you stayed in Canada.
yeah, but then from Toronto, like I was to join where because I had to interrupt the walk for about 8-9 days for this trip, but I went back to Newfoundland to continue because that's where I left off. And then about a month and a half ago, my dad passed away, which it's still kind of hard, but things like this happen wherever you are or whatever you're doing. So I went there for the funeral for 3 days, and I came back. So, but for almost 2 years, it's been like on the road,
On the
And-
But do
road
you think the
again.
event of the 11th of September helped with your cause? Do you think?
Yeah, it did, because sometimes you don't believe in the spirit of people, like you don't think it exists, and that was a very sad thing that happened, but it brought the spirit of people. Everybody felt like one, you know.
Everyone helped
Everybody helps, which you don't witness most days, you know. The saddest thing is that people, you know, that were in the spirit during that first 2 week, maybe 3-4 weeks it lasted, the saddest thing, people are going to say, you know, we're going to forget about this and everybody's going to continue living after their normal ways, you know, and forget about all. So it would be great if the spirit, if that kind of spirit could continue somehow, you know, which a lot of people always try and work for, you know. But I think one of the benefits of doing what I'm doing is because you have, it feels like we sometimes have an effect on people, and then we can feel the spirit, you know, along the way, and it's nice, you know, and then there's the difficult things, you know, like we're doing this on no money, right? So there's so much challenges, like without money, it gets very discouraging, you know.
The government doesn't help with it?
No, I got my beef with the government.
Did you try at the beginning
Yeah,
to
I
get
did.
their help?
I've tried over and over again. You see, the unfortunate and sad thing is that, and I'm learning more all the time. But even if you're doing a good thing, and then if it's getting too much recognition, it could become a threat to somebody else or to some, you know. So, but some of the sad things I'm learning is that people, it's not, you know, a whole bunch of people, it's just a few people have agendas, you know, have their own, you know, and if you're walking on their territory, they try and protect their, you know.
Yeah.
So in my case, the threat that I'm showing is that, okay, we know you know, now I'm bringing it to attention that we have this big problem. There's 4,000 people that are on the waiting list. Most of them are going to keep passing away, and organs are going to waste, and we have to change our system. Why isn't this being done? You know, so when committees are formed to do things, they're giving groups a large amount of money to do it. You know, like they were given $100 million to try and solve this problem, right? And they are not making they're not solving it. So I am a threat to them, because here I'm doing this on no budget, and I'm doing all their work. You know, like I'm going from community to community, and I'm doing all the things that they're supposed to be doing. And so whenever I bring this up, they try and ignore me, or they try and do, you know, and they would, you know, I mean, a bit is hypocritical, because on one hand they're saying I'm doing a good job, you know, and then on the other hand they're not supporting me though, you know. Like, because I've tried to get cooperation from the provinces as I'm going through each province. Each province has a different system. You know, we don't have a national system. And so I need donor cards, for example, from the province. You know, the province they're getting paid money to bring awareness, and I'm bringing this awareness. They should be helping me because it'll be helping them.
Yeah.
But they're not cooperating with me. They don't even give me donor cards, you know, which is, it's crazy, you know. We're using clericus donor cards right now because we couldn't get no donor cards to distribute to.
No provinces at all? No?
At the beginning, there was just one province that helped, Ontario, but then that...
Hello.
Ça, c'est une paysanne d'ailleurs,
Okay. supposed to talk?
Remember,
On dirait que
No,
t'es
shut up. Rewind, please.
Toi, t'as l'air encore plus raide, t'es quelqu'un.
Non, ça va. Bon, c'est ça. Mon trou. We're in Donna. Ça, c'est une présidente d'ailleurs, c'est.
Okay. Are we supposed to talk?
remember,
On dirait que
No,
t'es
shut up. Rewind, please.
Toi, t'as l'air encore plus raide, t'es quelqu'un.
Non, ça va. Bon, c'est ça. Mon trou va aller faire un tour dans l'État.
Okay, well, commence. C'est un plaisir de rencontrer George et Kurt. Moi, je suis d'accord avec le how would I say ça? Comment je dirais ça? Moi, je suis d'accord avec leur démarche et leur sensibilisation.
Et je les félicite.
Ben là, on a de l'air tweet.
Hein?
Rewind that.
Pour quelle raison on avait oui.
no,
Hey, Georges, les femmes, il y a deux, ils rient de nous autres.
Hein?
Non, ouais, faudrait préparer, tu sais, un genre de petit texte, là, puis... En anglais, c'est en français qu'on parle.
Ah, on parle en
Oh,
français?
oui, en français.
Ah, ok. Ah, mais lui, il comprendra pas.
Mais
Non, c'est
parle
pas
à-
grave, lui, c'est parce qu'il montre ça, ces films-là, à d'autres personnes.
Ouais. Ça fait que là, je montre ça à l'autre, on regarde la caméra.
Ah, bonjour.
So,
Ça fait que là, on va passer dans...
Si on veut pas partir avec vous autres, c'est pas parce que vous êtes pas fins, en tout cas, parce que vous êtes super fins.
We will have a translator later on, so.
OK. Oh, you'll know what we're saying.
Ah.
Il dit, on va avoir un traducteur, il dit plus tard. Oh, ben j'ai dit comme ça, vous allez savoir ce qu'on est en train de dire, là.
the producer director for the documentary is bilingual.
Oh, yeah?
OK, ben...
Il a pas compris.
Il dit le directeur de la fondation. C'était bien.
Ah, c'était une
Fait que
blague.
lui, il va pouvoir translater ça.
Ah, tu nous filmes pour avoir une augmentation salaire.
Non, il n'a pas compris, il faut qu'il parle en anglais. Non, là, hey, il faudrait rewind. Can you rewind that?
No, what she wants is real,
Oh,
you know, because she collects, after she sees this,
yeah.
then she puts in
Okay.
salt.
Okay. What usually people say, like, bonjour, mon nom c'est Rachel Dubois. No, you don't, I don't give my name, we don't give our
No,
names, okay?
give your name, do
Okay.
whatever.
Ok, ben bonjour, mon nom est Rachel. Ça me fait plaisir. Écoutez un peu. Ça nous fait plaisir.
OK.
Ça nous fait plaisir, moi et ça, d'avoir rencontré George et Kurt, des gens très sympathiques. Nous sommes totalement en accord et on appuie à 100% George et Kurt dans leur démarche pour la sensibilisation concernant les dons d'organes et à faire changer la façon de procéder, la signature à l'arrière du permis de conduire. Et même la signature sur mon permis de conduire a été mise, en tout cas pour la façon que ça procède, que ça fonctionne pour l'instant. Puis en tout cas, on les appuie à 100% et on leur souhaite la meilleure des chances possibles dans leur démarche et bravo.
Sur ça, vous voyez, j'ai pas le droit de parole souvent, ça fait que... Salut!
OK, c'est
Mon nom est Dave Paquet.
Mon nom est Nathalie Mascotte.
Je travaille pour Carica. J'ai rencontré George et Kurt à Trois-Rivières il y a de cela une semaine et demie. Ça m'a touché. J'ai été agréablement surpris de l'effort que ces deux gens-là ont pu mettre dans leurs rêves et dans leurs espoirs de faire changer des choses. Comme la marche s'intitule Step by Step, c'est à chacun de nous de poser un petit geste pour finalement venir à une chose plus humaine vis-à-vis des autres gens. Et je leur souhaite have a good trip to Ottawa. And to after.
Bonne chance à vous deux. Bonne chance.